Some people walk into a room full of people and still feel completely alone. Not because nobody likes them, not because they're broken, but because their mind works in a way that most people around them simply don't understand. Psychology has a name for this, and it's more common than you think. Intelligence is usually celebrated. Good grades, sharp thinking, fast answers, but nobody talks about what it quietly costs. Because for many highly intelligent people, the smarter they get, the lonelier life becomes. Here's why. 1. They think in depths most people don't reach. Psychologists have found that highly intelligent individuals tend to process experiences more deeply than average. They don't just think about what happened, they think about why it happened, what it means, and what it says about human nature. This makes ordinary conversations feel hollow. Small talk about the weather, weekend plans, surface-level opinions, it doesn't satisfy them. They crave conversations that actually go somewhere, and those are rare. So they stay quiet, not because they have nothing to say, but because they've learned that most people aren't ready to go where their mind wants to go. 2. They are constantly misread. When an intelligent person goes quiet in a group, people assume arrogance. When they correct something, people assume ego. When they choose to be alone, people assume something is wrong. But psychology explains this differently. Research on high intelligence personalities shows they are often deeply sensitive, not cold, deeply observant, not distant. They notice everything, the shift in someone's tone, the contradiction in someone's words, the feeling underneath what's being said. They just rarely say it out loud, because experience has taught them that being too aware in a room that isn't ready for it only makes you feel more invisible. 3. Their standards for connection are higher. This isn't pride, it's psychology. Studies on intellectual compatibility show that intelligent people form deeper bonds only when there is genuine mental and emotional resonance. They can't force connection. They can't pretend to enjoy conversations they find meaningless. So while others collect acquaintances easily, they struggle to find even 1 or 2 people who truly get them. And the tragic part, they know exactly what they're missing. They can feel the gap between the connection they have and the connection they need. That awareness itself becomes its own kind of loneliness. 4. The overthinking trap. Psychologists call this rumination, the tendency to replay, analyze, and re-examine thoughts long after others have moved on. For intelligent people, the mind is always working, always processing, always asking questions that don't have easy answers. This makes solitude feel natural, but it also makes it dangerous, because when the mind is your most constant companion, you stop needing people as urgently, and slowly, without meaning to, the world outside gets quieter and quieter. 5. The feeling of being living slightly ahead of everyone else. Not in arrogance, in timing. They see problems before others notice them. They understand endings before they happen. They outgrow people, places, and phases of life faster than those around them. Psychologists link this to a concept called asynchronous development, where intellectual growth moves faster than social and emotional circumstances allow. The result is a person who feels out of sync, present in the room, but somehow not quite part of it, like they arrived somewhere before anyone else did, and they're just waiting. 6. The hidden longing. Beneath the independence is a deep longing to be truly known. This is the part that rarely gets talked about. Intelligent people are often seen as self-sufficient, composed, fine on their own, and so nobody checks on them. Nobody asks twice. The world assumes they have everything handled. But psychology tells a different story. Research on loneliness and intelligence shows that highly intelligent individuals don't want less connection, they want deeper connection. They want someone who can sit with the full weight of who they are, the complexity, the contradictions, the questions that never fully resolve. They don't need many people, they just need the right one. So if you've ever felt alone in a crowded room, not sad, just quietly separate, it might not be a flaw. It might be the cost of a mind that sees more than most. And the loneliness you feel isn't emptiness, it's the space between who you are and the world still catching up to you. If this felt like something you already knew but never had words for, that's what this channel is for. Silent Psyche. We don't just observe people, we understand them.